how soon after you bailed out of this burning plane were you captured? You said you fell right among the Adolf Hitler.
Well, I was free for probably 40 or 45 minutes. Ran into a couple of Frenchmen and a little boy there that they were making charcoal, and they wanted to help, but they didn't know what to do, and I didn't know what, so I told him I'd go that way, and he nodded, and I guess I hadn't gone, maybe 100 yards, and here comes a whole bunch of 14, 15, 16-year-old kids that were in the Adolf Hitler Corps. The fellow that was designated as the head cook, he decided what the menu would be, and try to feed 15 men on half a can of corned beef and 2 or 3 of those big potatoes. It was a pretty good job. When I went in, I was overweight, I'll have to admit, but I went from about 160 down to about 114. We had been alerted that there was a possibility that we might have to change camps, and everybody got an old shirt or something to make a backpack out of, and we didn't have too much other clothing, and we took a sled. Or we took one of the benches and made a sled out of it when they told us we were going to leave. And so we had 15 men in that room had the sled to take care of. And the first night, or at noon, we really left out about 11:55 or something like that at night, and walked all night. And up until about noon the next day. Well, first we went to Moscow, where this pottery factory was, and that's really the first time I've been warm in about 5 days. I'm at Moscow, and then we start going again, and they marched us to Spremberg, and it was about 4 or 5 days altogether. And then the next morning after we got to Spremberg, they put half of them on a train and sent them on down to Moosburg, and the other half put on another train and sent them to Nuremberg. And I was in the group that went to Nuremberg. And then we started marching. And we couldn't find out where we were going. And what we found out later, what was happening, when the Germans finally told us that if we weren't over the Danube River by noon, that they would eliminate us. I remember they had guards that were in a trench out there, and they said there's American tanks at the gate. And one guy stepped out and he hollered out there. He said, "Okay, Fritz, throw your guns out. For you, the war is over." That's the phrase they always told us. For you, the war is over. And he said, "Boy, they just pitched their guns right out of the thing that came out." They figured it was over with, and it was.